The Audrain Museum Network is a great place to experience the masterpieces of motoring, from whatever the age and whatever the manufacturer. So if you want to be in the know, become a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button now, and we will bring you the best of motoring from all ages from around the world. This Packard 12 convertible coupe is not only a beautiful car, but it's also full of interesting technologies that you wouldn't expect necessarily at the time. It has a synchronized transmission, vacuum-assisted brakes, and this one is even equipped with a radio. This is a car that really stood at the pinnacle of automotive achievement throughout the world, not just the United States. It's an amazing car now. It was an astonishing car when it was new. By any standards, this is one of the most extraordinary cars ever built in the United States, and among the most extraordinary in the world. And I can't drive this car without considering the social context in which it was created. This is a 1935 Packard 12 convertible coupe, the body by Dietrich. And in 1935, this car cost approximately $5,000, which was 6 times the average annual income in the US. Today, this would be the equivalent of about $375,000. And so it was a very expensive car, although $375,000 today, it's hard to do a straight computation because it's not the same. That average salary in 1935 was being earned by relatively few people. So this was a creation not only of great hope on the part of the Packard Motor Corporation, but also one of immense, well, you don't want to say folly, but it just didn't make a lot of sense to be building a big, luxurious 12-cylinder car. It didn't make a lot of sense to be building a big, luxurious 12-cylinder car at a time when unemployment was so high and so many had so little. But nonetheless, there were a lot of people who still had resources, and this is for whom Packard built the car. And we have to be grateful that they did. Packard, of course, has a great history of 12-cylinder cars. The first production 12-cylinder car, the Packard Twin 6 in 1916, and those models continued until 1923. And the 12 took a break in the Packard line until the new 12 was introduced in 1933. Not the most auspicious, again, of times, but nonetheless, and ran until 1939. This 1935, then, is near the beginning of the production run, and it also marks an end, because this is one of the final cars bodied by Dietrich, and it was a sort of a semi-custom body. They were basically Packard designs that Dietrich completed, and Packard did sort of lead the way in doing in-house custom bodies. And this car is absolutely beautiful. The lines are incredible, and just sitting behind this giant wheel looking out over the hood is just inspiring. And it's also, again, a reminder of the difference in what cars were depending on where they were in the range. The comparison between driving this and driving a 1935 Ford 1935 Ford V8 was a terrific and very refined V8 car, but this is absolutely on another level. It's not like it is today, when it's very difficult at times to tell the difference between a very expensive car and an inexpensive one. But this car just gives you every sense of being luxurious, exclusive, and superbly made. All Packard engines are noted for their smoothness, and this is no exception. And they seem to produce power in a totally effortless way. And when combined with the typical pre-war attribute of being able to pull in top gear effortlessly, it's when the car is really at its best. You get much more noise from the gearbox, from the whine of the gears in first and second, but in third, it is just you, this silent engine, and this luxurious body. I can just imagine what it must have been like to be able to pilot a car like this back in the 1930s, because today it's still a wonderful thrill, and it's no wonder that so many people who own Packards do spend a lot of time driving them on caravans and things like that, because they're so comfortable. And on a winter's day, it feels nice and cozy and warm inside this car. And the detailing is just so beautiful. Sometimes advertising slogans just get it absolutely right. And there's no doubt that Packard nailed it on the head when they came up with "Ask the man who owns one." Because I would imagine that anyone who had the opportunity to experience this car would agree that it is a superb piece of automotive mastery, and they would want to share that with however many people they could. This is an American masterpiece.